Hey, what's up you guys? After Show Reacts here, and today I'm going to be reacting to some more Stargate SG-1. Sorry, I thought I hit the stop recording button. So yeah, this is season 8, episode 15. Anyways, let's get into it.
How about Monday morning?
No, I have a thing with someone from CIA, Johnson somewhere or other.
They seem to use his,
that
like,
whole Kinsey
cast
thing.
a lot more.
Any big plans for the weekend?
Oh yeah, big. Huge.
Me neither.
Oh, what are you talking about? I just walked in with a whole handful of ingredients for my world-famous omelet.
World famous, huh? What's in it?
Eggs?
I don't think that actually qualifies as a recipe.
Oh, don't kid yourself.
That's
There's a
how I
secret
have my
ingredient. Can't tell you what it is or I'd have to shoot you.
It's beer, isn't it?
Okay.
Let me call you
What the
back.
hell is Homer Simpson doing here? Everyone's just breaking into his house recently.
You're Jack O'Neill.
Here's a better question. Who are you?
It doesn't matter to anyone.
He's
All you need to
he's
know
the voice
is
of your favorite show.
you ruined my life.
This must have been awesome for him. 7 years ago. Okay, I'm intrigued.
Security breached.
He's got corridor C9 open. All right, let's go.
Oh my god, Daniel's hair.
How much?
Oh, we are reading the best book in book club this week. Oh, every time I think about it, I
Want to
just...
hear a story?
Oh, sure, dear. I'm sorry. What happened to you today at the shop?
No, it's not work related. It's about a team of adventurers known as SG-1. They travel to other planets through an alien device known as a Stargate. Their leader is the fearless Colonel Jack.
O'Neill, prepare yourself for extreme deceleration.
So who are the Goa'uld again?
The bad guys.
The Scara character?
I thought you said his name was Chlorel.
I know it's a little complicated. Just wait. I haven't gotten to the good part yet.
This is a clip show. Interesting concept of a clip show.
Scar, I'm sorry.
That's it?
I think so. For now, anyways.
What happens to Earth?
I haven't figured that part out yet.
Well, you gotta finish it, Dad. You can't just end a story in the middle.
I tell you what,
Plenty of
you
TV
get all
shows
your
do
chores
that, though.
done, and I'll finish the story tomorrow.
Chores? What are we, Amish?
I know this is an odd request. I mean, I don't know if you know Colonel O'Neill personally, but could you describe him to me? You know, height, weight, shoe size, sense of humor, that sort of thing.
I really can't do that, sir.
Of course, sure. National security. Now, am I understanding correctly that there really is a Colonel Jack O'Neill in the Air Force?
Joe, where do you get these ideas you've had lately?
I don't know.
Fully formed ideas, plots, characters, just like that? They just appear in your head?
Basically. Why are you looking at me like that?
I think you've gotten in touch with your dormant creativity, accessed your wellspring of imagination.
What?
I've read about this happening to other people. You're opening yourself up to your inner muse.
My inner muse?
It's your midlife crisis. Except instead of chasing your youth by buying a sports car, going hang gliding, you're seeking immortality through creativity.
We can't afford a sports car.
Honey, it's a good thing.
Wait a second. You said Teal'c put his face up to that head grabber thing before O'Neill. Why didn't he get grabbed first?
Guys, I told you, save your questions until I finish. Now, what was left of Colonel O'Neill's mind managed to dial a gate address? One they had never dialed before.
The Asgard. Those little gray guys, right?
Shut up and let him finish, Bert.
I don't want to sound ungrateful because I really appreciate you getting all that stuff out of my head. But you folks should understand that we're out there now. And we might not be ready for a lot of this stuff, but we're doing the best we can.
You have already taken the first steps towards becoming the fifth race.
what about the Furlings? Are we ever going to hear about them?
Oh, of course. I'm sure we'll hear lots of stories about them. I mean, I'll make one up.
Furlings. They sound cute. Like Ewoks.
Morning.
Good morning. And I want that lawn done today, mister. It looks like a wheat field's growing in our backyard.
After school, Mom. I promise.
Son, you get that lawn finished, and I'll tell you all about the Ritu.
Cool! See, Mom, see Dad.
The Ritu?
Foothold situation at the SGC.
Joe, don't take this the wrong way, but maybe you should cut back on the storytelling a bit.
Why?
Well, I've heard a few comments from people in town.
People? What people?
Not everyone wants to hear about Jack O'Neill and SG-1 every time they come in for a haircut.
They like hearing my stories.
Maybe they're just being polite, dear. And it's not just at the shop. Sam at the drugstore said you talk his ear off every time you're there, and Marjorie at the bank, and Lenny at the gas station.
Charlene, you were the one who told me to follow my muse. Now you want me to stop?
What if you write them down?
Sir, the timing has to be exact. Just a few more seconds.
When the time travel
Young Lieutenant Hammond faced a tough decision. The strange foursome hardly seemed like Soviet spies.
Honey, it's 3 in the morning. Come to bed.
Just let me finish the story.
That's what you said last night and the night before that. You've got to get up in 4 hours. How are you going to cut people's hair if you're dead on your feet all day? Joe?
In a minute.
So this is kind of similar in a way to Chuck from
They
Supernatural.
embraced, and he looked into her eyes one last time. He walked away with sadness in his heart, and she watched him go, wondering if she would ever see him again. The end.
That poor woman. Do you think she was with child?
You'll just have to wait until the sequel. You've got to be kidding me.
What? I got something in my eye.
You're such a softie. See you tonight, honey.
Dad.
I'm writing.
Seriously, Dad. You gotta see this.
Prepare for an extreme adventure.
What?
Check it out.
Wormhole Extreme.
4 excellent heroes in an extraordinary new sci-fi series. Starring Nick Marlowe as the Rise, Colonel Danny.
As a matter of fact, it does say Colonel on my uniform. There's no such thing as original thought anymore. We're all just regurgitating the same old ideas over and over again.
I mean, you have no idea how
boiling
right
them
you
down
are.
to a giant melting pot of mediocrity.
Douglas Anders as Rel, the robot. Wormhole Extreme.
They stole my idea.
Hey, whatever happened to that lawsuit you guys had against, what was that show called?
Wormhole Extreme? Nah. Was canceled only after 1 episode. Bad ratings.
I liked it. Not as much as your stories, boss.
Actually, I have a new one. Just came to me last night. SG-1 finds out there's a giant asteroid headed toward Earth.
I saw the movie. It's Paris.
Ah, this is different. It starts when this amateur astronomer...
Actually, Joe, if it's all right with you, I'm not really in the mood.
Come on now, don't you want to know how SG-1 stops it? Here, I'll just tell you. Major Carter is able to expand the hyperspace window from the cargo ship until it surrounds...
Look, no offense, but how many times can these folks save the world from Apophis? What's it up to now, 5, 6 times?
This story's about Anubis. Apophis is dead.
What's the diff? You know what I'm saying? It's getting a little repetitive. I mean, come on now. There must be other
I like
things
the
we can talk about
meta-commentary.
besides SG-1.
Joe, I need to talk to you.
Just a second, honey. I'm in the zone.
Honey, stop typing.
Writing.
Please.
What's up?
I want you to stop.
I just did.
I mean permanently.
What?
That's kind of
I've been going over our bills.
Charlene?
Joe, you closed the shop early 3 times this week to come home and write.
I closed the shop because business has been slow. Don't worry, once I get a few stories published, land an agent, things will get better.
Support his dream.
326. That's how many rejection letters you've received.
You only need 1 yes.
They're not reading them anymore, just sending them back unopened.
Bert and Gordy liked them.
They work for you. What else are they gonna say?
You haven't even read them all.
I read Holiday, The Light, The Sentinel.
Okay, I admit those may have been a few small missteps, but on the whole, they're getting better, aren't they?
I don't know.
Well, what do you think the problem is? Tell me. Maybe I can fix it.
Well, for one, it seems to me like the team interaction isn't what it used to be in the beginning.
You hate them all?
No, I don't. I hate what this is doing to you. How can this really be more important than your livelihood, than your family?
Because it could
Honestly,
be
Charlene,
his
I
livelihood.
don't think I can stop.
Why not?
These stories, I think
You think what?
I think they're real, Charlene. I'm not making them up. They're happening. Somewhere. I can see them, and it's because of the stone. I can't explain it. Somehow I think it allows me to see these incredible things.
That you believe are really happening.
Yes, here, try it.
Joe.
Did you take it? Charlene, what'd you do with it? Charlene, what have you done with my stone?
It was for your own good.
Whoa.
For your own
She
good?
totally
What a
lost
fucking
her
shitty
way.
thing to do.
Joe, please. You need help.
Son, if you know where it is, just tell me.
You leave him out of this.
And now they've got him acting like
Joe,
he's addicted,
please.
like it's a
You're
drug or
scaring
something.
us.
But like, she shouldn't have fucking thrown it out. Just saying. That was not a thing to do.
Yes! Where are you going?
I don't know.
No! He can't be gone. He's dead. Daniel's dead. He can't be gone.
You know, it's kind of funny to think that, like, you know, he might be writing stories about Jack O'Neill
Jack.
and everything, but in those stories he's talking about how The Simpsons is his favorite show,
Eileen,
which the actor voices Homer Simpson. So, I mean, it's kind of funny.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Charlene! You what? Charlene! Charlene? Oh, there you are. Honey, it's incredible. Daniel's still alive. I mean, I know he ascended to a higher plane of existence, but he... What are you doing?
Andy and I are going to my mother's for a while. If you have even the slightest interest in saving our marriage, you'll see someone who can help you.
I don't need a shrink. Charlene!
Honey,
I don't know.
Don't
She
do
doesn't
this,
seem like
please.
a particularly good wife.
come on. Honey, come on, we can work things out. Charlene, look, our problems are small compared... Let's talk. Can we just talk this out?
Goodbye, Joe. I'll call you later.
How about you, like,
Charlene!
support your husband and his dreams?
Wait! Charlene!
Thanks for seeing me.
How are you?
Oh, I'm good. Charlene, I'm sorry about everything that's happened. I drove you and Andy away. I understand that now. Just let me finish. I was too wrapped up in the stories to realize what was important. I promise I will focus on rebuilding my business, on providing for my family, if you'll give me another chance.
It was never about the money, Joe. It was your obsession with that stone.
I know. And I owe you both an explanation. That's why I brought you proof that my visions are real. This is what Jack O'Neill actually looks like. Now, I know what you're thinking, but I swear I saw this image in my mind long before it was in the paper.
It just means that you're using real people and events and incorporating them in your fantasies.
They're not fantasies. Jack O'Neill is head of Stargate Command.
There is no Stargate Command! Listen to me. I've been talking to several doctors, and they seem to think that you might be suffering from something called manic psychosis, combined with grandiose delusions.
Yep,
but
just not
with
gonna
therapy
believe
and
anything he says.
medication, you could probably live a normal life.
Oh my God. They're fighting in Antarctica for Earth's very survival. Anubis' fleet is in orbit above us right now.
Joe, stop it. It's not real.
You don't understand. If Jack can't find a way to use the ancients' technology in time, we're all dead.
Goodbye, Joe.
It's happening, Charlene. You'll see. It's real.
Even though, like, I know what's real and what's not real, but, like, you could be a little bit more understanding about your fucking husband.
Okay, look, this obviously isn't your forte. So why don't you just put the gun down before you get hurt?
Don't come any closer!
I know your gun isn't real. However, mine is.
Oh, God. I'm sorry. You're right. It's just a toy. Please don't shoot me.
I'm not gonna shoot you.
I just thought it was the only way to make you listen to me.
Oh, where you're going, people will listen. They got nothing to do but listen to what you have to say. They got nice white coats, padded walls, the whole 9 yards.
Please, wait. You're Brigadier General Jack O'Neill, and you're a terrible ping pong player. My name is Joe Spencer. I'm a barber. It's all true, isn't it? Tell me it's real.
First of all, Joe, I'm not a terrible ping pong player.
Kinda.
Between you and me, I totally see the analogy. Burns as Goa'uld.
Thank you.
And don't worry, I won't say a word about your feelings for... This is such an honor. I don't know how to thank you for all you've done for our planet.
It's nice to meet you, too.
Joe Spencer.
I was particularly impressed with the time you blew up that sun.
Well, thank you.
Dr. Jackson, can I just say, thank goodness you're back. Not that Jonas was a bad guy, but after all you've been through together, you belong here with SG-1.
Thank you, Jack. He's a barber.
Broke into your house?
Yeah.
Second week in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Alarm.
Yeah.
I'm thinking dog.
You could try locking your front door. Shall kick them run.
Joe, the barber.
Please be seated.
What do you got there, Carter?
Well, initial tests show that Joe possesses the same ancient gene as you do.
I just want you to know, if you ever need me to use the chair device in Antarctica in defense of the planet, I'm there.
Thank you.
Other than that, his physiology is completely normal.
Do not a great many people possess this ancient gene?
Yeah, I mean, how come I'm the only one seeing these things?
Yes, good question.
These visions are somehow connected to the stone he found.
Anything on that?
Daniel's looking into it. He did say there was something familiar about it.
You claim to receive these visions only within the proximity of the stone. Perhaps there's a connection between the stone and your genetic predispositions.
I know the hair makes you look different, but didn't you used to be more gold-colored?
I think I got it. Took me a while to track it down, but...
You have one too?
I think they're a set. Jack, you remember P3R233, planet
where you found the quantum mirror that sent you to an alternate reality where the Goa'uld invaded Earth.
Jack must have activated the link between the stones by picking up the second stone. Now, after that, all that would be required is a certain proximity to the stone for the connection to be activated. Now, seeing as how the stone was being stored in the base archives...
But that doesn't explain how the other stone got to the... Where was it?
A garage sale.
The person who sold it to me said his grandfather found it on a dig in Egypt.
But that still doesn't explain the proximity issue. I mean, if the stone General O'Neill touched was kept here, how was Joe able to see everything that happened to the General off-world?
He was getting most of it from when Jack was writing his reports right here on the base. The stone was being stored just a few levels above.
That's why the stories were so easy to write.
Though.
It was like someone else had done most of the work for me.
And you say they all got rejected?
Wait a second. If the stones work the way Daniel says, shouldn't General O'Neill have been able to see elements of Joe's life as well?
He was never interacting with the stone.
Theoretically, yes, he would.
Bowling league Thursday nights?
You saw that? You got game, son.
Wait a minute, Jack, you've been seeing parts of the life of a barber in Indiana for 7 years and you never mentioned it?
Yeah, sure I did. I know I did.
But he was never even interacting with stone, though.
No, you didn't, sir.
I didn't.
You didn't find that the least bit odd?
Actually, no. I found it quite relaxing.
Well, then you should have recognized him when he showed up.
Charlene?
I only have about 10 minutes and I really need to get right back to work. There's no easy way to say this. I want a divorce.
I know, but before we get to that, there's someone who'd like to meet you. Meet General Jack O'Neill of the United States Air Force.
It's a pleasure to meet you, man. I think we have some things to talk about.
So we're just telling them? Like, we're just... I mean... To save a marriage? I don't know. Like, he's been spinning his stories around everywhere. Like, that's a lot to cover up. I don't know about that. Hey, what's up, you guys? Quick interruption here. As you are no doubt aware, these past few years have been tough on all of us. And there are some things that none of us can hide from. The cost of living, for instance, food and things like electricity, gas, and water have all gone up, and they continue to go up. Now, I don't really like to advertise this, but in order to afford keeping the lights on, the camera running, and to be able to provide you guys with new content like this very edit, for example, I feel I need to let you guys know about how you can help support the channel and myself. I have a Patreon that if you pledge to, you're helping support the channel, and in return, you can get a vast amount of content that you wouldn't regularly get on YouTube, such as full unedited reactions to my regular content, a ton of other shows and movies that you probably don't even know that I've reacted to. A link to this can be found in the description below, and it really does help the channel by keeping me and my very cute cats alive. Think of the cats. If you're interested, you can also check out our website, which is also linked below. Perhaps there's some shows and movies there that you didn't even know that I reacted to, but you always wanted to see. Please know, pledging is entirely your own choice, of course. You're welcome to stay here on YouTube and wait for the edits to come out. No worries. I'm not going anywhere. More edits are coming. I understand not everyone is in the position to support creators, but any help is welcome. Anyways, thank you for your continued support, whether it's through YouTube or on Patreon. You guys are the best. Now please, enjoy the rest of the video. Alrighty, well that was Stargate SG-1 Season 8, Episode 15. It was a lot of fun, to be honest. For a clip show episode, it was an alright clip show episode. Like, I kind of enjoyed the meta commentary of it all, and yeah, out of all the clip shows that we've had on the show so far, this one's definitely the best. Actually kind of enjoyed it. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought, and I'll see you in the next one.